name is Leeroy Green. I grew up over in Jersey City. I now reside in Bayonne. I am a hip-hop artist. I started off making beats, and I delved into writing over a lot of them. So now I record, my own vocals over my own beats. I also DJ on the side. I'm part of a collective me and a few friends started called Camp Nos with fellow artists such as Gluck Henderson or Stooley Schultz, whichever name he decides to go by. And then we have our other friend who's rapper Murdoch. So that's basically who we are. That's who Leeroy Green is. That's what he's a part of. That's what he does. I started making beats around in high school. That started around 14, 15 years old when I got my hands on GarageBand, for the first time. So, because I was young when I started, it was really just throwing loops together. It was really just trying to capture like the sound of the Neptunes, like trying to get like their kind of records, which was all cool, and like there's still a huge inspiration in what I do. But since then, I kind of just gone into my own, path. What kind of just fits me. Like to me, if it sounds mainstream, I won't go for it. I've met a lot of rappers out here. They always kind of want the sound that's already been established. So you're not making yourself stand out because you're doing what someone else has already done. I make music for myself. Like I feel like I go in with the mindset of what I like, and not with the mindset of what other people are gonna like. I feel like a lot of artists around here, they don't really grasp that. They kind of they're looking to see what pleases the audience. I feel like if you make music, you're in your room, you're doing it yourself. You make what makes you happy. Don't worry about making what's gonna move the crowd. What people are gonna download, what people are gonna like, what people are gonna give you views. Like just work on your own sound. Like do what you like to do. Like that's really all it is to it.
Yo, Stooley, drop that shit. Check it. Stand back as I kick back, masterclass, rap cat. In the shit you ever seen, but ain't no 3D.
Writing, something I always did here and there. I started more in college. I kind of just wrote over to a lot of beats that I like, that I would listen to from actual artists. But as I started making more music, I felt like my style conformed to it a little better. So I decided to just start writing over my own tracks instead of just always making beats for other artists. So it just really started snowballing from there, like after college, really.
Let me spit. I'm on the mic again. No need for all the fighting. I'm a Viking equipped with the hatchet of lightning. I'm striking.
Leeroy Green comes from my favorite movie, The Last Dragon. He was the main character in that movie. It's a mid-80s kung fu flick. What I liked about the character, like the main focus of his story, was that everyone believed he was at a certain point but him. He had a high rep for what he did. Everyone believed in him but himself, and it took him through this little small journey in the film to really finally discover who he was. And I really liked that story. It felt relatable, kind of what I do. I was always told like I was good at like a lot of certain things, especially when it came to music, but I never, being in the music industry is kind of a hard thing to get into, so I could never kind of believe that, I can't do that. I can't be on stage. I can't, I'll never get a track on the radio. I'll never do this and never do, But I always had like, someone to reassure me that it was possible, and they believed, that I can do it. I don't think I'm still at that point. I still feel like I got a long journey to go to. But eventually I feel like I will get there. I feel like I'm taking the right path to it, So that's where Leeroy Green comes from. He's that person who's on the search to find, where he's at in life.
Put your motherfucking hands up, it's all good. Everybody in the stand say it's all good. Everybody turned up, I say it's all good.
Okay, you can find Leeroy Green on Instagram at I'm Leeroy Green. You can find him on Twitter, Leeroy Green. You can find me on Facebook, along with Camp Nos. Camp Nos Music is our Twitter, is our Instagram. You can check us out there. You want to hear the music directly, go to our SoundCloud. You can go soundcloud.com/DaddyGreensPizza. That's where you hear all my instrumentals, all my raps. Same thing for Camp Nas, soundcloud.com/Camp Nas Music. You can check, all of us out over there.